All right, boys and girls, we don't have a lot of time. So instead of me sitting there and waiting for you to write these, let's read them together. Let's start with the first word. Excuse me, please. Thank you. The first word is country. Miss Alice, country, please. Read the definition of country.
Country.
Is it a verb, adjective, or a noun, please? Verb, adjective, or a noun, please? It's on the back of the book, page 1. Yes, noun. Noun. Thank you.
Area of land which is on people and
Government. Government means like president and vice president, okay? Its own people. Vietnam is a country. In a book we have France. France is a country. Has its own people, French people, yes, and its own government. Thank you. The next word is suburb. Now, suburb is going to be on page, please listen to me, thank you. On page 191. Let's go to Mr. Quinn. Mr. Quinn, suburb. Read the definition for suburb, please.
Noun.
Noun. Girls.
Noun. An area.
Area.
Area where
People.
live that is outside of a city.
Yeah, so suburb is outside of a city. Now, how far outside of the city? That it really depends on the size of the city. If it's a very big city, the suburb could be many kilometers away. 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe 100 kilometers away, depending how big the city is. All right? Again, the reason why people live in a suburb is because it's cheaper to live in a suburb, and also it's less congested. Less people live in the suburbs. Affordability, right? The prices are cheaper, so people can have a house, and what they do is that they commute to work. So they live in the suburbs. Listen, please, Mr. George. And they drive to work every day. The next word is rural area, which will be on page 191. Let's go to Mr. Jelly. Please tell us rural area. Jelly, page 190, please. 190. Rural area. The last word for the letter R.
land that is called
Yes, land far from the city. Farmland is usually a rural area. 91. Mr. Vincent, urban area. Please read the definition. Page 191. You may not. Put it there. After class, you can throw it away. Thank you. In your book bag. Page 191, Mr. Vincent. Area. Yes. Noun. Thank you. Yeah, so if the rural area is land outside of the city, urban area is land that is in the city. Okay? Suburb is also part of urban area. Thank you. The next word is shopping mall. Everybody's favorite shopping mall. For shopping mall, let's go to page 191. Let's go to Mr. Quincy. Shopping mall. Mr. Quincy, shopping mall, page 191. Noun. Alice, can you not talk, please? Inside it. Yeah, so so shopping malls usually have different branded department stores, restaurants. Mr. Jelly, sit up, please. Movie theater. Okay, depending on how big or how fancy the shopping mall is. Thank you. I'm sorry, who doesn't have a book? Who doesn't have a book? You have a book. Oh, okay, so you guys are using two books to say. Okay, thank you. The next word is university. Again, page 191. Let's go to Miss Lucy, please. University. Miss Lucy, page 191. Study, not study. More. Not different, sweetheart. Difficult, hard, okay, more difficult subjects after high school. Again, high school is grade 12. You finish high school, yes, you graduate from grade 12, then you can study university. Now, if you study university, it's more difficult. Okay, so university, a place where people go to study more difficult subjects after high school. Okay, next one is hospital. For hospital, we're going to be on page 189. Miss Amy, hospital, please. Yes. Oh, sorry, 188. A place?
Nurses or doctors and
Nurses.
take care of people who are sick and
Or hurt. Or hurt. Or hurt.
all hurt.
Yeah, so maybe you get sick, you have a flu, you have a cold, you go to the hospital, the doctor give you medicine. Let's say you fall off your bicycle, you hurt your knee, you hurt your leg, you go to the hospital, the doctor and nurses will help you feel better. Okay? Thank you. The next word for Mr. George is going to be a factory, please, Mr. George. Page 187. Yes, so big machines make things, okay? Factories usually have many, many big machines. And the reason why they have those machines is because they can make things much, much faster than humans, people can. All right? The next word, thank you, is clinic. For clinic, let's go to Miss Tracy, please. Miss Tracy, you're going to be on page 186. Clinic. I'm sorry, for 187. Noun.
Now, a place where you can go to get help from a doctor about a medical problem.
Yeah, so again, clinic is similar to hospital, except hospital is much bigger than a clinic. You have many clinics in your neighborhood, in your community, but you have maybe one or two big hospitals. So if it's not an emergency, you're not in a lot of pain, or you're not hurt really badly, you can go to the clinic. They do have doctors in the clinic, but again, if they need to do something sophisticated, something that requires more complexity, like x-rays, MRIs, and whatever, they will send you to the hospital, okay? But you can definitely see a doctor in a clinic too. Thank you. The next word is for Miss Alexandra. Miss Alexandra, tell us about zoo, please. Zoo, yes. That will be on page, place. Wild. Wild. Yes.
And people can go to them.
Yeah, so people, again, zoo is a place where wild animals, again, wild animals are animals live in the wild, in nature, in forests, in lakes, rivers, yes, and they're kept for people to go look at them and take pictures and understand what these animals are like, all right? So let's go to the words in yellow. We have belongings, immigrant, move abroad, and experiences. Let's start with Miss Amy. Miss Amy, can you tell us belongings, please? Oh, whatever is yours is your belonging. Your books, your notebooks, your clothes, whatever that is yours, it is are part of your belongings, okay? Miss Hermione, an immigrant, please. Immigrant, yes. Noun, sure. Another country. Yes. So again, if you're an immigrant, you're going to a different country, the idea is to work and live there. Okay, not just living there, because you also have to have a job. Now, very, very different from a tourist. A tourist is a person who visits a place and then goes back to wherever they came from. Now, and they cannot work. If you're a tourist, you most likely are not going to be able to work where you're visiting. All right. So you have a lot of tourists who come to DMBN because DMBN is a very historic city, important in Vietnamese history. So they will come here, go to the Victory Museum, they'll go to A1 Hill, all these different places, visit, but they will not be working here. Okay, they'll be visiting, appreciating Vietnamese culture, enjoying Vietnamese food, meeting nice Vietnamese people, but then they will go back to where they came from. Okay, an immigrant is a person who comes here to stay, live, and work. As I told you this before, I'm an immigrant. They did that, and I said, don't do that. Now you're going to see it, do it again, right? Please. So I'm an immigrant because I live and work in Vietnam, and I'm not Vietnamese, okay? All right. Continue, please. Move abroad, Mr. Quinn. Yes, move abroad, page 189. Phrasal verb. Come on, kid, read. Phrase or verb means two words together. Phrase.
to go to another
Country. Country to live. Yes. So move abroad. Say bye-bye to Vietnam and move to a different country. Canada, United States, Australia, whatever. As long as you're outside of Vietnam, you have moved abroad. Thank you. And the last one is experiences. Mimi, experiences, please. This is going to be on page 187, please. Experiences. Page 187.
Experiences. Now things that have children.
Yes, so again, experiences are things that have happened to you. Now, as I told you this before, you can have good experiences or you can have bad experiences. So if you move from here to Hanoi and you move to university and you love the city, people are nice, you're nice to them, you love the food, you love the culture, you love all the entertainment options, that's a wonderful, great experience. Now, another person can move to Hanoi and have a bad experience. Maybe they moved to Hanoi, they got in a car accident. Maybe they moved to Hanoi and somebody stole their purse or their wallet, or they lost their purse or their wallet. Or maybe they didn't do so well in university, they couldn't find a job. So it all depends on who you are and how you structure your plans. So depending on how you structure your plans, you can either have good or bad experiences. All right? So they're not right or wrong answer. You have to do something in order for you to have some sort of an experience, whether it's a positive one, a good one, or a negative one or a bad one. All right, so now let's move to the next page. Page 38, please. Page 38. Moving from here to there. Now, wherever there is, we don't really know. So let's read so we know where there could be. Let's start with lovely Amy. Miss Amy, could you read for us, please? Every day. Places. Many reasons. Thank you. Has moved. Jelly, sit up, please. Yes. Perhaps.
From another country if possible, but you move to the city that we live now. Let's look up three important reasons.
Thank you, Miss Amy. Stop. So the story is going to tell you about why do people move. And it highlights three specific reasons, or maybe three most common reasons why people decide to say goodbye to where they live and move to a new location, new place. Now, the number one is going to be jobs. Job is what? What is job Vietnamese? Tracy, job. Okay, what do you do for work? Yes, my job, I'm a teacher. Your job, well, you don't have a job yet, but you're a student. Your parents are accountants, doctors, lawyers, nurses, dentists. Okay, job. People move to a new place because they're looking for a job to make money. Mr. George, move this way, please. This way. More. Thank you. The second reason is services. Looking for a service. Now, what are services? Now, services, we're going to read about in a moment, are hospitals, universities, museums, parks, libraries, zoos, things that are not where you are. So we live in a pretty small town. Dien Bien Phu is a pretty small town. In Dien Bien Phu, we don't have a zoo. So what happens if you want to see a wild animal? What if you want to see a tiger? You're not going to get up and go to Africa to see a tiger, right? So you're going to move to a place maybe where there's a zoo and you can visit the zoo and see the tigers. All right? Another reason, many of you want to study in a university. Many of you want to continue your education. So what are you going to do? Are you going to stay here? You could, or you might move to a bigger city where there are options where you can study in a university, right? Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, wherever you may. Or you might actually go abroad. You might go to a different country to pursue your education. The third reason is for new experiences. Now, what are new experiences? Now, again, as I said before, experiences can be good or bad, which means it really depends on who you are and what the circumstances are. So Mr. Jelly he's tired of Dianbian. He's bored here. He doesn't like the weather. He doesn't like the people. He doesn't like the food. So he packs his belongings and he heads to Tokyo. He wants to experience Japanese food, Japanese culture, Japanese people. Now, depending on who he is and how he has planned his future, he may have good or he may have bad experiences or he may have a combination of both. Mr. Quinn, please don't do that. Okay, so let's start reading, please. Miss Pinky, tell us about jobs, please. Pinky, read jobs. Nothing, find.
Jobs and a teacher live. Sometimes people move from rural
Areas,
to
urban areas.
Some of cities to get a
Job. To get a job. Yeah, so you live in a countryside, you don't have many options to find a job, so you move to a city where there are more options to find a job.
In
1990. 1990. Thank you.
About quarter of the people in China lived in cities.
Yes.
Today, over half of the Chinese people live in cities.
1 second. So look at the little graph on the left side. You have 1990, 26%. Okay? So in 1990, 26% of the Chinese people lived in big cities. Today, which is 2020 something, more than half, 52% of Chinese people live in cities. Okay? So in about 30 years, a lot of people have moved from rural areas in China to the cities looking for what? Looking for a job, looking for work. Okay? Continue, Ms. Pinky. People
find a better way of life in other countries.
two.
In the online
Not 19. You read two numbers at a time. 1950s.
1950s,
50s. 50s. Thank you.
immigrants from
Europe.
Europe moved to Brazil to work in factories
Yes.
around the world. Local
People. Abroad.
abroad
Yes.
to find
Nothing. Find.
to find New York.
Okay, look at the board for a second, please. I have a question. So Ms. Pinky read a number, 1950. Okay, and there's a little letter next to it. So, what is the difference between 1950 or 1950 and 1950 with an S? What is the difference between 1950? Again, four-digit numbers we read by two. So 1950. Okay, and this is 1950s. What does the S mean? Can you ask me what it means? Who knows? Tracy should know. I mean, Hermione should know. Do you know? You don't remember. She doesn't remember. Anybody? A guess, honey. Let me take a guess. Yes, Jelly. You can take a guess. There's nothing wrong with taking a guess. It's not a mistake. I promise you, it's not a mistake in the book. Sometimes it might be typo. So, okay, let me explain. 1950. This is 1950 is 1 year. 1 year. 1950, 1 year. Okay? Some of your grandparents were born in 1950. Okay? 1950s, it's not 1 year. 1950s is a decade. Now, what's a decade? Decade is 10 years. So, 1950s is 1950, 1951, 1952, 1953, 1954, 1955, 56, 57, 58, and 59. All of these, 10 years. So one S makes a difference between 1 year and 10 years.
Khi mà nhìn thấy sách hoặc là từ tiếng Anh mà có viết thêm S đằng sau này là chẳng hạn như năm mà có thêm S này để cộng thêm gì đây? 10
Okay.
năm, khoảng 10 năm, được chưa?
Okay.
Mấy cái này bảo ta viết sai, nó không viết sai đâu. S đây đã là số gì rồi? Số nhiều rồi nha.
Okay. Let's talk about my wife. My wife was born in. My wife
Có hai cách để trả lời.
was born in 1884. Or she was born in 1880s. Because 1884 is part of 1880s. It's a whole decade. Okay? All right? You understand? Yes? I was born in 2004. Okay? So I was born in the 2000s. Huh? Okay? Because I'm 21, so that's normal.
Có hai cách nói, chẳng hạn như ta hỏi năm sinh của bạn là sinh vào năm bao nhiêu đúng không? Tôi sinh vào năm 1984 chẳng hạn. Nhưng ngoài ra tôi cũng có thể trả lời là tôi sinh vào năm 1984. S đằng sau ấy, tại vì là tôi sẽ sinh trong khoảng từ 1980 cho đến 1989, được chưa? Còn thứ hai là bạn, đấy là cách trả lời giống như thầy nói bảo thầy sinh năm 2004 thì đấy sẽ cũng có hai cách trả lời đúng không? Một là trả lời 2004, hai là
Charlie.
2000 thêm chữ S đằng sau là trong khoảng 10 năm đấy, trong 10 năm đấy vào trong cái khoảng đấy nha. Nhớ nha, sách mà có viết thêm chữ S đằng sau các bạn bắt buộc phải cộng thêm gì đấy 10 năm, nhớ chưa? Đừng giấy để bảo sách viết sai, viết nhầm không hiểu được là chết đấy. Người ta nói là vì cái khoảng này, cái thời điểm này xảy ra cái sự việc này trong khoảng này, trong khoảng cái thời kỳ thập niên này. Okay?
So, again, what Miss Pinky read, people find a better way of life in other countries too. In the 1950s, immigrants from in the 1950s, which means 10-year period from 1950 to 1959, in 10 years, okay? Immigrants from Europe, Europe Vietnamese, okay? Europe moved to Brazil to work in factories. So in the 1950s, there was a big boom in economy in Brazil. So a lot of people moved from Europe to Brazil to work in factories and make money. Okay, job. People get a job because they want to make money. Yes, money, yes, you need money. You want money because you want to buy things that you want and you want to buy things that you need. All right? Around the world, people move abroad to find new jobs and a better life. Better life? Better life means a bigger house, newer car, nicer clothes, a younger wife. So better life, big house, new car, nice clothes, younger wife. I'm just teasing. Okay, now services. What are services? Amy, services, please read. Services. Not a show, sweetheart. Services.
When another city has good services,
Yes.
people want to move there. For example,
Families. Yes.
want to live in a city with good hospitals and schools, a city with good services
Yes.
may also be a cleaner and safer
Place.
to live.
1 second. Amy, do you want to go university when you're older? What city you want to go to? Bien Bien? Where do you want to go to? What city you want to go to, Miss Amy? Huh? Where is it? Tell me the name of the city, please. You forget? Okay. Tracy, do you want to go to study in a university? What city you want to go to? Hanoi. So you go to Hanoi because Hanoi has universities we don't have. Because again, Dien Bien is very small. Hanoi is big. Because it's big, they have more services. So you would be moving to Hanoi because of services, okay? So universities are part of services, all right? And services Vietnamese? Hospitals, universities, all of these different things are available in a big city.
Service là phục vụ đấy.
Continue, Miss Amy.
Những dịch vụ mà phục vụ cho các bạn tốt.
Sometimes.
Bệnh viện tốt hơn đúng không? Muốn chữa bệnh nếu như bệnh ở bên này không chữa được thì phải về dưới đi.
You need to be forward in a book, Miss Amy and Pinky. Yes, come on.
Là ở trên này có nhiều trường đại học.
Pinky.
Là về dưới Hà Nội này những trường đại học đúng không?
Thank you.
Rồi là ở đấy thì sao? Có nhiều mall này, nhiều trung tâm mua sắm này. Đấy, đó là những thứ mà các bạn cần.
Read, please.
Some, cần có gì đấy môi trường học tốt thì phải về đấy rồi.
Sometimes.
Sometimes people move from a city to areas called suburbs.
Suburbs. Suburbs. Yes.
And near the outside of a city, they are wide and have wide
Streets. Big streets. Wide streets.
streets.
Uh-huh.
So suburbs have more space for schools, hospitals, clinics,
Yes.
shopping malls, and goods. Families with young children like to live in
Suburbs. Very nice reading, Amy. Thank you so very much. So the first reason we talked about, Miss Pinky read, is people move because of a job. They find a new job. We're learning about Sati's father. Remember, Sati's father moved from India to United States because he was a surgeon. He got a new job in a hospital in the United States, and he moved, and his family moved with him. Hanoi? Okay? Sati's father was a surgeon. He got a job because he had to move. The whole family moved with the job. From India.
Vì đấy, vì có đây là ông này là kỹ thuật và có công việc ở Minnesota thì đã chuyển đến ông đấy chuyển đến từ Ấn Độ đến Mỹ để làm gì, để có một công việc tốt hơn. Okay?
Right, so jobs is always going to be the number one reason why people move. The second one is services. Again, there are things you have in a big city that unfortunately you don't have in a small place.
Đúng không? Và chắc chắn là kể cả các bạn sau này như thế, các bạn đi học về Hà Nội thì các bạn sẽ thấy đấy là thành phố lớn, có nhiều cái cơ hội, có việc làm tốt hơn, đúng không? Thì các bạn sẽ ở cố gắng là làm học tốt rồi ở dưới Hà Nội kiếm việc. Đây cũng là một trong những cái quan trọng nhất để khi di chuyển đến các thành phố khác là gì đấy, có công việc tốt hơn.
Again, we're not just talking about universities and hospitals, hon. We're also talking about like zoos, circus, theater, museums, libraries.
Khi mà đã được ở đấy mức lương cao rồi thì cuộc sống chất lượng sẽ cao hơn, đúng không? Nhiều tiện ích hơn, rồi nhiều dịch vụ chất lượng hơn, giáo dục cũng hơn, khoa học công nghệ, rồi là chiếu phim, rồi vui chơi giải trí cũng gì đấy lớn hơn.
Okay. What if you want to go see a circus? You want to see the clowns? Yes. They don't have a clown. They don't have a circus in Dien Bien. So you have to go to big city. Libraries, bars, nightclubs, dance clubs, restaurants, right? What if you want to eat Japanese food? Can you eat Japanese food here? Not really. American food, Chinese food. In a big city, you have different cuisines. You have different restaurants where you can go try different foods. In a small town, you don't. All right, guys. So those are all examples of services. Now let's go to Miss Alexandra. New experiences, please. A little louder, please. Sis. Experiences. Thank you. Finally,
when they want to change in their
lives.
lives.
Yes. Sometimes. Places. Places one. Plural is places. Places.
reason. Some children go to
Universities.
university
Universities. Many, in another country.
and in another country to read about other
Other places. Yes. Whatever.
whatever the people often
George.
find you expressive and the
Life. Good girl.
you can see people use for having reasons.
Reasons.
Maybe some they use or some people you know you
Yes. Do you guys remember the story we read about Carrie? Mr. Jelly, sit up, please. Remember Carrie? Her family was living in Vermont, which is very, very cold in the wintertime. And mom did not like the cold weather and said, listen, I am from Florida. I'm packing my stuff. I'm taking my belongings and we're moving to Florida. So that was the reason for moving. Experiences, not for a job, not for services, but for experience. She was tired of the cold weather. She was tired of the snow and ice. And she wanted to go somewhere where she could go to the beach and swim and enjoy the waves. Okay, so again, the book or the story highlights three main reasons why people make a move. The first and foremost, the most important reason is for a job. People pack their belongings, Mr. Quincy, and leave them where they live. Mr. Quincy, for a job. Second reason is for finding better services. Not just better services, but also variety, options of services that maybe they don't have where you live. Whether it's hospitals, universities, clinics, research institutions, operas, whatever it may be, circuses, anything that you don't have where you are, that's a reason for you to move to a different place so you can experience those things. And the final one is experiences. Let's say George, he lives in DMV, but DMV is too boring for him. He wants a nightlife. He wants to go out with his friends, go dancing and singing. Not too many places in DMV that you can go out and dance and sing. So he wants to go to a big place where they have a lively nightlife. All right, so three main reasons why people decide to pack their stuff or their belongings and move. Page 40, please. A, B, and C. Page 40. A, B, and C, please.